Well, hello there, chat. It is time for another Super Metroid Map Rando Mentor Tournament race. This time we've got heccinhayley versus ColdSlayer. Nito's going to be mentoring heccinhayley. MacVanish is going to be mentoring ColdSlayer. And I am Sinith, and I'm going to be doing everything. I'm going to be doing the tracking. I'm going to be doing the comms. I'm going to try and get these races synced up. You know, everything. We're doing Chozos. This is ColdSlayer's pick. Haley was the higher seed and let ColdSlayer pick first. So we'll see what happens here in just a few moments. This is a win it to stay in the tournament. If you lose, you're done here. So we'll see what happens. Oh, a nice morph ball at Brinstar Reserve. And bombs. Double major and an X. With power bombs. All right. Haley might go for the ocean item here. This is definitely possible with explosives. We see Ice Beam here at Edicoon's. Some missiles down in the ocean. Looks like ColdSlayer is about to go grab the morph ball. I gotta mark things. I totally forgot that I'm tracking. This happens sometimes. Bombs, morph ball. Bombs, morph ball. I don't think I missed any other majors yet. All right, ColdSlayer gets the hero shot to escape. Yeah, but we haven't collected ice yet, have we? ColdSlayer taking the bombs through this hopper room. And we see Shack Tool. We get to shoot a snail and watch it burrow through the sand. This is a little bit faster than going through the other direction of Shack Tool. Without gravity, it's a little slow because the water slows you down, but it's still a lot faster than waiting for Shack Tool. And we have a power bomb door. We do have to wait for Shack Tool here because we don't have enough energy tanks. But easy enough to just wait for him to pass over us. heccinhayley's about to see that the map is right above her. I would farm a little bit before going through these gamers. They will suck the life out of you if you're not careful. Oh, here's Pit Pirates. This could be a nice item. I kind of think doing a power bomb to reveal the Pit Pirate item is a little bit faster than bombing your way down, but I could be wrong. We got an E-Tank though. That's probably our filler E-Tank. And heccinhayley, oh, this is gonna be tight. Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it out? Is this another fire room? I saw Billy Mays, but I didn't see what items were there. Grav baby seed, nice. Yeah, early game is all about conserving those power bombs and getting rewarded for it. All right, Haley finds Shack Tool. Gonna shoot the snail. Shoot it the wrong direction. Oh, okay, we're fine. We're fine, chat. The snails almost killed Haley. Gary almost had revenge. Gary's gonna be scary. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, but Shack Tool! No! Man, low energy going through Shack Tool is a thing. Alright, so far ColdSlayer is slightly in the lead. Has the items that heccinhayley is about to go grab. We know this is gravity. Oh, Gary getting revenge again! Of course, the one time that the flea in the center drops something other than missiles when you don't need power bombs. All right, ColdSlayer is finding the pirate room here, making his way through, no problem. Very nicely done. Surprised that we're not checking the aqueduct items. I wonder if ColdSlayer has told MacVanish that not comfy with doing snail clip. All right, here's West Ocean. We know that Fantoon likes showing up here. Could this be a Fantoon map? Oh, this is spicy. We gotta do some farming before going in that room. Meanwhile, Haley continues to go the wrong way as Cold finds Screw Attack. And gets the Ice Beam. And the map. Norfair is tiny. There's no more majors here. We're done. We can go right into Brinstar. All right, there's Gravity Suit for Haley. So the good thing about this is we're playing on depth settings, which means that we're at the bottom of the map right now, which means that we know that there's only one direction to go. There's no having to guess on a 50-50 which map you want to visit next. Especially since there's only one connector here. We gotta go to Brinstar. There's our first supers. Some more ammo. So the things to know about this Chozo path is that we have to have some way to get to Acid Chozo, which means we either need enough E-tanks to do it varioless, or we need Varia plus enough E-tanks to get over there without Kenfly. if we find space jump, then obviously getting to Acid Chozo is no hard task. And then getting to bowling, we need to find Fantoon before we can even think about doing bowling. So we gotta find bowling, and then we have to find both Bomb Chorizo, which is a small square, and GT, which is probably the hardest thing to do because it is a mini boss. And then outside of that, we need some way to kill Mother Brain. Cold. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We have a refill right here, Cold. Oh, we have 2 refills right here. We have Butterfly and we have an energy refill. Oh, Haley dying. Do we have a good save point? Is this before? This is after gravity. Okay, we're fine. All right, we have an item right here. That's some more missiles. ColdSlayer. ColdSlayer. Okay, ColdSlayer's turning around. Gonna go get more energy before trying to do that room again. This could let Haley catch up. There we go. ColdSlayer's out of the room. Let's see if Haley has a lot of difficulty getting out of the hole. All right, so Haley is going to continue down, which I believe this is a dead end. All right, first into Brinstar is ColdSlayer. I was so confused what we were saying. Hey, there's space jump, so that's going to make Acid Chozo really easy. I don't think this jump over this bar... Oh, no, it's possible. Okay. I was going to say, I think we need high jump for it, but I guess not. Haley dying to Mama Turtle. Haley's debating on where to go on the map as ColdSlayer gets the Brinstar map. We see 2 majors ship. There's, I think that's Acid Chozo. We have Wreck Ship Connector. So to do Acid Chozo for ColdSlayer, I think we're going to need at least 2 more E-Tanks. We have Space Jump to get there easily, but we don't have Varia to survive the cutscene for Acid Chozo. ColdSlayer is stopping at the ship. Haley's still looking to get out of Norfair. There's Charge Beam. All right, so we see missiles in the wall of Mama Turtle. And then there's one other item up here that we need to spy. It's just power bombs. I'll see if I can adjust the volume here real quick. We found luxury. Let me track that before I forget. All right, I just lowered my volume a little bit, so let's see if that's a little bit better for you. Yeah, medium does not require a double spring ball. All right, Haley's finally at the top of the ocean. Meanwhile, Cold's going through the bottom of Big Pink. Nice screw attack for Haley. She's probably glad to see that. And Ice Beam. And Haley sees the bad news that there's nothing else in Brinstar, or Norfair for that matter. There's X-ray scope for Cold. So we're doing what's called the Chozo objective. It's one of 5 objectives that it can be picked during the tournament. You have to find and land on Acid Chorizo. You have to kill Fantoon and then find and land on Bomb Chorizo. Then you need to find and kill both Bomb. I'm sorry. You need to kill Fantoon, then find and land on Bowling Chorizo, and then you have to find and kill both Bomb Chorizo and Golden Chorizo. Instead of doing the 4 bosses. So that's why you see Chozo's at the bottom instead of the 4 bosses. All right, Haley's about to get her first super. I mean, this is possible. With 10, this is not in logic, but it's possible. We get it in 2. Very nicely done by Cold. So I'm not sure what Haley's still going for in Norfair. I didn't see that she had missed any majors. She may be going for X's that I didn't see on the map, as Cold is working his way up to wreck ship. Just got the supers in the sandpit. We're working our way back out. Got it. So those of you who are new to this mode, this is map rando, which means that we have a bank of maps that have been, the rooms have been completely randomized. This is no longer vanilla Super Metroid. So the rooms are completely random placements. They're all connected, so all doors lead somewhere. And there's about 200,000 maps to choose from when you generate a seed. And then after that, what it does is it takes the highest map and labels it criteria, takes the lowest map, labels it Norfair, and then there's an order in between the maps, which I don't know by heart. And then the items are randomly placed in logic so that you can progress through the map. And this is the mentor tournament, which means that we have a second brain that is seeing what the player is doing. So we have Nito watching heccinhayley, we have Mac Vanish watching ColdSlayer, and they are able to offer advice as like, okay, go this direction. You have these items, you can do this now. Hey, think about doing this boss, what your comfortability is with certain bosses. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And the mentor can literally turn on the practice hack and show like tricks and show how to do things or walk someone through something if they're not comfortable with it. So it's a good learning platform. All right, what's this major that Cole's about to run into? It's Plasma Beam. And Haley gets a space jump. We're about 22 minutes in. We have one suit. We could use Varia to help us kill Mother Brain and Gold Chorizo. Or just a lot more E-tanks. Because you got to deal with the fire for Gold Chorizo draining your life. Or you got to deal with Mother Brain doing a lot more damage to you without Varia. All right. Kaylee's got the Brinstar map. I believe Cold's already got the wreck ship map. And we're working our way through. Oh, I didn't click space jump for ColdSlayer. Thank you. All right, so we can go down. ColdSlayer's trying to get this gate glitch. This is not easy without high jump. Looks like we got it on the third try, though. As Empath says, easy. I disagree. Doing the high jumpless gate glitch in that room, I mean, if you practice it, I guess it's not bad. But if you don't practice it, it's not easy. Nice ice beam usage on the Rippers. We got X-ray for Haley. More E-tanks. Nice refill before doing this room. And I believe we're in Criteria now for ColdSlayer. I think the general strat of the Chozo setting is go find Fantoon first. Because if you find Fantoon first, that opens up bowling when you run into it. All right, this is not a Fantoon map. This is just a regular map. We have Ridley. We have Ridley guarding an X. We have Golden Chorizo. That's kind of spicy for Cold because that means that we have to leave Criteria and come back. Or if we're comfortable with the E-tanks that are in Criteria, fight Gold Chorizo right now, which I would not do on 3 E-tanks. That could be Varia. We have a major right here. I believe that's Wasteland. Yep, this is Wasteland. Oh, do we have enough energy to do this, though? Yeah, that's a reset. Last save was all the way back in Wreck Ship. I don't know what Cold just lost. There's Spring Ball for Haley. Yeah, I don't think ColdSlayer lost anything, but I could be wrong. We're leaving and going back to Brinstar without life. Yikes. This is kind of bad for ColdSlayer. So if Haley goes into Wreck Ship and then finds Torian first, oh no, Torian's right here in Brinstar. So if Haley goes to Torian, which I think is possible, that could put Haley in the lead. I look all right? I don't think so. The birds are burdened. They're hiding in their cage right now. They're being good and quiet. I did feed them and water them today, so they're just enjoying their food. Looks like ColdSlayer did find a way back down to Brinstar without having to go through the Key Hunters. My birds are being quiet? That doesn't sound right. Yeah, that's a thing. So it looks like to get to Torian, you would need to either fight Spore Spawn or I'm trying to think of what area that is. No, you have to fight Spore Spawn because that's the pre-ice room that's on the other side of Spore Spawn. So you have to fight Spore Spawn to get to Torian. We all know that the birds are the real comms here. Hi, Metroids. Not the objective we're looking for. All right, we know this is an E-tank in Crumble Shaft. 2 E-tanks in Crumble Shaft. Love to see it. That's gonna make GT very tempting to do since ColdSlayer knows where it is now. All right, so Haley's looking around at which direction to go. All right, looks like ColdSlayer is deciding to fight Spore Spawn to get to Torian. This is a pretty easy Spore Spawn with charged plasma. All we need to do is charge up our beam, shoot him, and he dies. And that's it. The Spore Spawn dead. Haley's kind of risking it here with these Metroids, but makes it through. All right, looks like Haley's also going to be grabbing these double E tanks. We got Main Street here. We need speed to grab the Main Street item. There's also Crab Hole. All right, just an E-Tank at Main Street. No one cares. There's Speed Booster in case you want that E-Tank, though. That's kind of funny. Yeah, Cold's definitely going for the Speed Booster. All right, Haley's attempting this gate glitch. She's standing too far away to try it, though. You gotta stand a little bit closer to the gate to get it. Normally, the way I do this is I have Samus's leg just touching the outside of the gate, and I jump and shoot right next to the gate. Word saying it can work from that distance, but it's easier if you're closer. Looks like Cold's going to be going for this E-Tank, so I'm wondering if Cold is thinking about skipping Varia. Oh man, this feels awful. I almost would not even do the door transition. Oh, Cold gets it though. Does not get the spin jump, but gets the shine spark. And Haley's doing the other gate glitch. This one's a lot easier to do with missiles, I think. And you have a lot more missiles, so a lot more attempts to get it. All right, Haley's giving up on gate glitching and trying to go somewhere else. All right, ColdSlayer is officially at enough E-Tanks to fight Mother Brain without Varia at minimum. We need 6 to fight Mother Brain without Varia, but that is at minimum. If he takes any damage during the Mother Brain fight, that's probably going to be a reset. I would get at least 1 more, if not 2. Hey, we found Fantoon. That's what we're looking for. And here's Fantoon. The optional 5th objective. What's fun is we have not found bowling yet, so this is a really good Fantoon to find. All right, Haley's fighting Spore Spawn. Does not have plasma, so this is going to be a harder Spore Spawn fight for Haley than it was for Cold. Oh, did we see bowling in top right of W? That could be. This is the thing I don't like about Chozo's, is like almost every location is a single tile. So they're all hard to see. Nice microwave fan tune. Very nicely done. No sports spawn music. Sad. All right, Torian map. We have one major. It's a very small map. Typical Torian map. All right, that's sports spawn down. And there's Variosuit. All right, so Cold's like in a really good position now. All right, so we're in Torian for Haley, which is the right place that we want to be. We know this is Fantoon. ColdSlayer's leaving Torian. Can get Acid Chozo while he's here in Brinstar. Literally right around the corner. All right, here's Acid Chozo. Haley seeing the speed booster, gonna grab it. ColdSlayer making his way back through Sports Spawn after getting Acid Chozo. Acid Chozo. Acid Chorizos are just like Cheerios. You just don't know it. All right, we're gonna gate glitch again for ColdSlayer. All right, we got it. I think that took 5 times. More E-tanks for Haley. Gotta love to see it. What is your favorite cold medicine? I like Dayquil. Dayquil or Nyquil, depending if I want to sleep. I feel like there's a joke somewhere that I'm missing. All right, here comes Fantoon for Haley. If you take both at the same time, does it become Afternoon Quill? I don't recommend that. It's probably a bad idea. Cold's going into Meridia. The map is up. We're gonna grab these 2 free items while we're here. Nothing to write home about, though. Oh, okay. One of the runners is named ColdSlayer, so we had to think about what cold he's slaying with what medicine. That makes sense. That was the joke. I was like, there's context somewhere. Take one of each because normal dose is 2 and see which one wins. Chat, this is not medical advice. We're not doctors here. Only follow directions that you have directly on the packaging of your medicine, or talk to your local doctor. This is kind of spicy for ColdSlayer. Got to be careful of the Fune flame. This looks like main hallway for ColdSlayer. Still on low life, but we're decent right now. We don't need life. What's the worst that could happen? All right, here's map for Haley. That's going to give the major right here. And I believe this is Varia. Yeah, this is Varia. All right, we got Meridian map for ColdSlayer. I didn't get to see if there were objectives on ColdSlayer, though, so chat will have to fill me in. Oh, we saw bomb Chorizo? Nice. So Cold's going directly to bomb Chorizo. We think we know where bowling is, and I'm pretty sure we saw golden Chorizo, but I'm pretty sure we also saw Mother Brain, so we're pretty much in go mode now. Getting more E-tanks for ColdSlayer. This is a good refill. If you play Super Metroid backwards, it's a game about Samus unexploding Zebus after resuscitating Mother Brain and Baby. All right, this is not Pirate Seed, ColdSlayer. You didn't need to kill Baby Creed. We did it anyways because he was in the way. All right, bomb Chorizo. This should be a really quick kill with charged plasma. There it is. And there goes Baby Crate again. How dare you? How dare you kill Baby Crate twice? Meanwhile, heccinhayley is about to grab the Acid Chorizo, getting one step closer to ColdSlayer. All right, bye-bye, baby. We'll see you never again. Well, we'll see him again over on Haley's side. We'll see the baby over there. There's an ammo refill right here if you want to grab it. Where are we going? I think towards Norfair? Or did I miss that there's an objective over here? I probably missed an objective. It happens. All right, we're back in Wreck Ship. There's Mother Brain. Why are we here? ColdSlayer turning around, maybe? No, we're still going. Birds are honking behind me. Oh, we ran into Mother Brain over on heccinhayley's side. You know, if you know the speed Zeb skip, this is a good speedway into Mother Brain. I think ColdSlayer is trying to get to Criteria. Nice second try gate glitch. Top right and wreck ship. Okay. That makes sense. Well, here's Kateria. You know, it'd be rude if returning through this room after speed, the lava is just up instead of rising. That would be very rude. Here's Wasteland. All right, what is this major that's hiding here? This wave or high jump? Well, we're not going to find out. Cold doesn't care. Oh yeah, here's Golden Chorizo. All right, this is not that hard of a fight if you know how to do it. You just gotta set up under Gold Chorizo. ColdSlayer's not in the right spot. You need to move forward just a little bit. With charge and plasma and ice, this is not a hard fight. All right, Haley's grabbing bowling. All right, that's Golden Chorizo down and bowling down at the same time. Very nice Metal Pirates by ColdSlayer so far. Haley wants this X that's under Bomb Chorizo. It's just power bombs. Nothing crazy. All right, let's find out what this major was. It was high jump boots. Nice moonfall from ColdSlayer. A little bit of a high five here. All right, so Haley does not have the Criteria map, but this is her first visit to Criteria. So we're not doubling back through Criteria like ColdSlayer did. And Haley will be happy to see that Gold Chorizo's here. But the unfortunate thing is that I think Bomb Chorizo's in Meridia, which is not connected to Criteria. Yep, there's your Gold Chorizo. Haley's going to be going into Gold Chorizo with Charge Ice Spazer. Might do a super kill on Gold Chorizo. Oh, man. I don't think Cold knows where bowling is. He's got all the maps. He just doesn't know where it is. Maybe getting some advice from Mac Vanish to go in a certain direction. I think they have found it. All right, here comes a Golden Chorizo fight for heccinhayley. It's so weird hearing Super Metroid without music. All right, there's bowling for ColdSlayer. That's the last objective. I think Haley might get to Bomb Chorizo before ColdSlayer finishes out Mother Brain, but I don't think it's going to be that close. Because this 10 Super GT is certainly slowing her down. All right, we're done with Golden Chorizo. Very nicely done. Was Mother Brain in Brinstar? I thought she was in a wreck ship. All right, this is the third time we're going through this gate glitch for ColdSlayer. Very nicely done. I really wonder where Wave was, because Wave Beam was basically what was required to get through here. All right, so Mother Brain must be on the other side of W, because we just went from one side of W to the other side of W. There's our refill for ColdSlayer. Probably not even worried about energy from the brain. Yeah, Mother Brain's in wreck ship. I wonder why ColdSlayer went the long way around. All right, chat. We know where the ship is. We know where the Mother Brain is. Put your guesses in for the escape timer. I'll go 205. I'll split the difference. ColdSlayer waiting out the Mother Brain cutscene. Need the damage down fast. Okay, we got it. We're good. All right, that's Mother Brain 2 down. Let's see what the escape timer is. Two minutes flat. 2 cup holders. You win a metaphorical cookie. I don't even think Haley's going to make it to Bomb Teresa before we're done with the escape. Mac Vanish saying, shake my head, no pauseless escape. Nice crystal flash from heccinhayley after doing the baby. ColdSlayer definitely had to play it safe after baby. And there it is. We're at the ship. That is a win. First game goes to ColdSlayer. heccinhayley is still going, has not either seen the done or... Nope, they just forfeited. They just saw it. All right, chat. That means that we get to move on to the next race. We're going to move on to the pre-race screen again while we set up. Please wait just a moment. We will tell you what the race objectives are. For the second race, Haley has to pick this objective. Let's see if she can get some revenge. We'll see you in just a moment. All right, chat. It is time for another Super Metroid Map Randomizer Mentor Tournament. ColdSlayer took game one. This time, heccinhayley has picked Item Draft. Let's see. I'm going to go through the bans and the picks really quick while we're waiting here. So let's see. ColdSlayer got to ban first, or veto first, and vetoed Gravity. Haley vetoed Speed, and then picked Space Jump, and then ColdSlayer picked High Jump. They've rolled the seed. They've gotten going in the race room. That'll catch up in stream in just a moment. And we've got, this time, on tracking the famous, without a doubt, Slam 347. Why can't I see the stream? Why is it not popped out? There it is. Hey, High Jump. We can't do anything here. We need to go left. I mean, we can check the item, but we can't get there. It's bombs. That's interesting. So we need Morph Ball. Map is way off. We found Grappling Beam. You can't get that Wave Beam without Morph Ball. I'm sure there's like a wiggle way to get that Wave Beam. But with no E-Tanks, I wouldn't recommend it. Hey, there's Orb. Both players playing it very patiently here. Go for the Orb. Ah, Haley took a death. Unfortunate. Meanwhile, ColdSlayer is heading back up to the bombs. There is another item here that we can get with bombs. And it's Speed Booster. And there's Morph Ball for Haley. Yeah, it's always fun when one of the banned items ends up being an item that you get right off the bat. I'm helping Slam out a little bit, keep up on tracking. There's bombs for Haley. And speed for Haley. Oh, this is kind of spicy. No E-Tank Metroid room. That's a death for ColdSlayer. And I believe that's a revert all the way back to the beginning of the seed. No major items. There's the E-Tank that we need for that Metroid room. There's got to be a screw attack nearby to make that Metroid room in logic or charge beam. All right, Morph Ball reacquired for ColdSlayer. Yeah, I hate this room. I hate this room without screw attack. It stinks. Oh, we're going to revert back to the save. Okay, interesting. Haley's going somewhere else. There's grapple beam for cold. All right, and cold regrab speed. So we started off in Norfair. Oh, okay. So we can get the first item, but not the second item here. Unless the first item is power bombs, it is not. It is missiles. There's super missiles for cold. But yeah, we started off in Norfair, which is the bottom of the map, which means we only got one way we can go. We know that there's a Meridian connector without looking at the map yet. But that's all we really know so far. There's an E-Tank. That's something that ColdSlayer needed. Huge shout out to our runners, heccinhayley and ColdSlayer. Please go follow them. This will be the either last race or second to last race that either of these runners get to do. This is the lower half of the medium bracket. So if heccinhayley loses here, that's it for Haley. But if Haley wins, we're going to a game 3 to decide who's going to get kicked out and who's going to stay in. There's super missiles for Haley. With high jump, we can totally do this bot Uni tank. We got wave beam for cold. Yeah, doing it with high jump is not easy. Definitely take off high jump. All right, just a missile and Botwoony tank. But we can still get through the side and go all the way through. All right, here's Edicoons for ColdSlayer. I don't think we've seen this far into Meridia. So this could be good information. That's a major. That's Spazer. All hail Spazer. If it's not your favorite beam, I don't know what is. Haley's got power bombs now, so Haley's got at least one of each ammo type, which is good. Nice use of wave beam to take care of the pancake. Nice heads up play. This is jail. This is a big Norfair zone too, so there might be a boss here. All right, we're going to use the power bombs to get to the item behind alpha power bombs. Is it worth it? Just more power bombs. Power bomb locked power bombs. Meanwhile, ColdSlayer is making his way through Frog Speedway. Through worst room in the game. Or no, this is not worst room. This is the wreck shipped area. Haley just died to something. Lost the power bombs that she grabbed. But does have 5, so may not go back for the power bombs, locked power bombs. Good heads up play using missiles to get through these pirates. All right, we're into Edicoons again for heccinhayley. There's power bombs for ColdSlayer, Spazer for Haley. And I believe ColdSlayer does not have Spazer anymore. I could be wrong. Yeah, we're missing Spazer. Definitely take this save point in Green Bryn Shaft. We got an E-tank here in the wall in party room. Oh, it's just a reserve tank. All right, map is slightly up and to the left. I would not go through that door. That looks to me like a gravity lock door. I would go back. I would use the elevator. That's got to be Fish Tank or Everest. No, it's not Everest. It's Fish Tank. It's definitely Fish Tank. Yep. All right, so it looks like we've debated and we're going to try to make our way through Fish Tank. There's no good way to get back out of Fish Tank, though. We don't have Spring Ball. We don't have Ice Beam. We can check this lower door. We can check the other lower door, but that's death for Haley anyway. I would go to the elevator. I wouldn't even go down to Fish Tank at this point. Yeah, cup holder. I'm wondering if Haley would be able to... Oh, there's Spore Spawn. I'm wondering if Haley would be able to go down to the bottom doors of Fish Tank and then get back up through Fish Tank with what she has. I don't think it's possible. I think you can get to the Mama Turtle door, but you wouldn't be able to escape the lower left-hand door. Yeah, bottom right, I know you can escape regardless with high jump boots. You definitely can't get to top left, and bottom left is kind of risky. So, in my mind, leaving Fish Tank is a good play, because you can't get to 2 of the 4 doors. Hey, there's Variasuit. It's kind of a troll location for it in the beach, because you can't go without Spring Bowl. I don't think you can get to the other door. Spazer again for ColdSlayer. All right, we got a free item here. Just missiles. This is such a weird, like, Meridian Norfair loop. ColdSlayer also finds the Meridian Norfair loop, decides to turn around and go back towards Meridia to keep exploring. Haley's going for the Norfair map. All right, here comes Norfair map. I see Dragon, I see ship, I see majors. I see more majors. We got a lot of majors in Norfair that we can hit up. That's a reverse lava, or reverse, it's not lava dive, it's amphitheater, right? That's reverse amphitheater into Dragon? Did I see that right? Hey, there's gravity. Both suits have been acquired. Now we just need enough E-Tanks, ammo, or weapons to beat the game. There's Charge Beam. Haley's looking pretty good right now. All right, so which way is Haley going to go now? I think we kind of have to go up towards Meridia and fight Dragon. Maybe get some E-Tanks on the way there if you're feeling nervous about two E-Tank or one E-Tank Dragon. All right, ColdSlayer also dying in Fish Tank. I'm telling you, Fish Tank is heckin'. Don't do it. Without gravity, don't do it. All right, here's Pants Room. We have what we need to get out of Pants Room. All right, this is going to be unfortunate for Haley. We got to get through the baby. Look for a quick refill on the other side. Let's check in with ColdSlayer for a little bit. Hey, spring ball. Luxury item. Haley also grabbing the spring ball right behind ColdSlayer. She's going to be able to get through that Earvear room pretty easily. That is... Yeah, that's Amphitheater. That's blocking Dragon. You can get through the front, though. There is a way to get through the front. And then you don't need to do reverse Amphitheater. You could just do Amphitheater normally, or you could just turn around and not do Amphitheater at all. There's X-Ray. We don't have the plasma beam to use it, though. Yeah, it looks like Haley's found the front door to Dragon and is going right there. There are two E-Tanks right here. Make that Dragon a little bit safer. Oh, is this 3 E-Tanks? That'd be hilarious. Super missiles and another E, possibly. Yep. Very nice. Very nice pickups for Haley before fighting Dragon. Take a safety save. Save early, save often. There's Gravity Suit for ColdSlayer. All right, let's see what Haley's Dragon looks like. Charge beam for ColdSlayer. I'm not sure that charge even hit Dragon. This is a goop phase. I think, yeah, Haley waited too long to get grabbed by the goop phase. There's a certain way that you have to spawn Dragon when he's coming in from the left like this to get grabbed by the goop. All right, we're going to wiggle out of this. There's another left side goop. Nope, not going to go for the grab this time. All right, this goop is a lot easier to get grabbed. Nicely done by Haley. That's a boss done for Haley. We marked off Fantoon instead of marking off Dragon. I'm not sure. There we go. We're fixing it. We're fixing it. It's okay. It's probably because I put in the bosses in a weird order. I put them in alphabetical order. Sorry, Slam. They're in alphabetical order, not KPRD. All right, easy save point right after Dragon here too. May as well take it. Lock in the boss kills. All right, so I think we're leaving Norfair. We're done here. We can go to Meridia. I'm thinking Haley's going to look for plasma on the way to Ridley, or look for super missiles on the way to Ridley. I'm not sure how comfortable she is with doing charge wave spazer. Also, looking for ice beam would be very nice for doing ice zeb skip. I kind of wonder, chat, is there a speedrun category in Super Metroid for doing the bosses in alphabetical order? All right, this is going to be very astute for ColdSlayer. And X-Ray. All right, Haley finding jail. Or, not jail, but the maze before jail. I think that's called Harubi. I could be wrong. All right, ColdSlayer's going for Dragon. Going to get the double E tank and a nice super upgrade. It's called Synth Percent. There is DPRK, North Korea percent. Yeah, I've heard about that one. Not sure about DKPR. Yes, and we are missing Very on Cold. All right, here comes a Dragon fight. Let's see if Cold makes this fight a little bit better than Haley did. Haley missed a couple of opportunities to fry the shrimp, but got it done. Very nice scoop phase. That's how you do the right side. Very quick. All right, here comes Meridia map. Let's see what we can find here. The only majors we're really looking for are ice and plasma. We're looking for bosses. I don't see any bosses. We're going to wreck ship, I think. There might be another zone. Yeah, there's Brinstar. There's one major. There's two majors. I would honestly skip those majors and go to wreck ship or Brinstar. But I guess that depends on how comfortable the player is skipping ice and plasma. We do really need a Ridley solution at this point. Like, Charge Wave Spazer is possible, it's just not easy. Alright, looks like we're going to wreck ship. I like this play. This is good. And into Meridia for ColdSlayer. So Heccinhayley's basically a zone ahead of ColdSlayer, but anything can happen. ColdSlayer could decide to go for one of those majors or just blind into one of them. Wreck ship map is not terribly far. It's not Narnia, I'll say that. Yeah, so this is, if you're not used to doing the red tower climb with hero shot, this is just a safe way to do it. You do a power bomb halfway up, kill all the rippers, and then you're free to go up the red tower pretty easily. All right, there's Kraid. And that's it. We just have Kraid. Haley's definitely loading up on missiles here. This is kind of interesting. Maybe trying to make up for the fact that we don't have a lot of super missiles. Here's GT for ColdSlayer, turning around, not even going to grab the missiles. DDR %. Is that when you play Super Metroid with a Dance Dance Revolution map and beat the game? All right, here comes Kraid Prom. Very nice Kraid kill. Meanwhile, Cold's about to see the Meridia map. All right, is Cold going to follow suit and go into wreck ship to find Kraid, or is he going to go up to Brinstar? Kill Dre, space-time beam, then kill Dre again just because you can, then kill Ridley. I mean, but then how do you get to Mother Brain? There must be like a G mode or an X-ray clip to get to Mother Brain without killing the G4. High five in Green Hill Zone. Yeah, X-ray clipping is what chat says. All right, so Haley's still looking for a Ridley solution and looking for Fantoon. It's a 10-screen X-ray climb to get to Mother Brain. Yikes. That is pretty up there. Someone would do it for the memes. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you get space-time beam by doing the GT code? All right, that's 15 supers for Haley. We're halfway there. Not necessarily. Okay. GT code's the only way I know how to get space beam. So that if there are other ways, oh, there's ice and supers. All right, so Haley's looking pretty good on ammo. Could use a plasma beam for Ridley, but I mean with charge ice wave phaser, not terrible, killing Ridley and Mother Brain. All right, we have yet another crate prom. All right, Haley grabbing some more power bombs. Power bombs of shame are not even randomized. Looks like Haley's going to be making her way towards Brinstar. And Cold is right behind Haley. The gap between Haley and Cold has shortened a little bit. I think the only thing that Cold is really missing is the ice beam, which could make a difference in the ice sub skip. All right, we're in West Ocean. You know what that means, chat. We probably have a Fantoon here. Yeah, the map's even in West Ocean, so this is probably a Fantoon. Oh, we found Ridley. Do we want to do this? We're going to save first, I think. I think we're going to leave, go down to the save point that's right below Ridley, and then fight Ridley. ColdSlayer closing in on Haley. Finding Ridley. Dipping back out. Is Cold going to go for the same save point? No, we're going a different direction. Maybe McVanish talked him into it and said, no, go down. The save point's down. Nope, we're checking out the doors. I don't think they know where the save point is. Oh man, this could really hurt ColdSlayer. Okay, ColdSlayer just saw the save point, so they're going for it. All right, this is going to be an interesting Ridley fight. 70-20 Charge Ice Wave Spazer versus 45-10 Charge Wave Spazer. Ridley is not behaving for Haley. Cold is checking the sand pits before going to Ridley. Oh, we're doing a powerbomb fight. We're doing all in without doing the charge, Ridley. That powerbomb didn't hit. Okay, Ridley's half dead. This could be a reset for Haley. That looks like it's going to be a reset. Man. Got bailed out, gets to do the reserve without the auto refill reserve. Chat, hold. Are we gonna get it? No! Ridley claims a life. All right, the good news for ColdSlayer is that Cold has Screw Attack to fight Ridley. All right, here comes ColdSlayer's Ridley fight. Haley's going to go look for items. Oh, nope, Haley left and came back. Oh, she's farming supers. That makes sense. Haley missed her first super. Missed a second super. Switch to missiles. Side by side Ridley fights, chat. You love to see it. All right, chat. Unfortunately, I have a home emergency, so I need to step away from comms. Enjoy the rest of the race. Hopefully, we get a winner, and we'll see you later.
Alright, gets it done. Second time around for Ridley. I'm not much of a talker, but I do have a microphone. Better than silence, maybe. All bosses down for Haley. Heading to Mother Brain here, I'm sure. I'm looking for the way out. One boss left for ColdSlayer. Still be competitive. Sky Missiles is empty. Alright, we'll see how ColdSlayer takes care of Phantom. No plasma for ColdSlayer, like Haley has just picked up. Haley going for a save. Makes sense. And heading in for the final battle. Slayer stomps and to mark that off as their final boss. Alright. Waiting for a Zeb skip. When you can just shoot him up. Ship is in Norfair. ColdSlayer gets the Brinstar mount. The usual meme guess, as I actually have no idea how long it'll take. I don't think I've ever been right with a guess. Okay, taking care of business. No issues with Mother Brain. Time for the escape of 1:40. Not too bad, 2 cups. And 3 hype indeed. Be a little bit for ColdSlayer to try and catch up here. I don't see Haley having any issues here, but you never know. Plasma for ColdSlayer. A nice early on in the run. Five seconds left. Ten seconds left. There's landing site. Oh my, oh my. Did they knock? Oh, no way. No way. That was, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's, wow. Sorry for your luck, Haley. That's terrible. I mean, we'll make it more competitive. ColdSlayer now coming into Mother Brain. I swear I saw Samus facing forward, but just been seeing things. Again, no Zeb skip. Just hammer away at the Zebs, and eventually they will cease. Okay, we're gonna go for a refill. Haley looking much more confident in this run. heart rate like mine right now, just watching. Mellas to refill some missiles. They will pop out missiles pretty quick. Not exactly a refill, but here's a save to make sure those Zebs stay dead. We are flying with Haley over here. Cold back at the Mother Brain fight. Don't foresee Haley missing this. Not that it was really missed the first time, oh my gosh. Haley with plenty of time to spare. Takes this one. That's our second game. We've got one game apiece. So we're heading to a game 3. Fantastic. That's what I like to see. Okay, welcome back. This is game 3 of our mentor tournament best of 3 between heccinhayley and ColdSlayer. We're up one game apiece, so this is going to be the tiebreaker. And we'll be doing pirates this one. So you've got your pet pirates, your baby crate pirates, your plasma pirates, and your metal pirates. So it'll be a bit tough to keep track of those guys on the maps, but we'll see how she goes. Okay, Fantune save. Looking to attack our racers right away. Try to get these guys synced up ASAP. Get screw attack for both our racers. Mark that here in just one sec. That's my first time just trying to get through setting all of the stuff, so that should be fine. Just let me know if I've missed any majors. We've got supers for each racer. Nice way to start out. Screw attack, which makes for interesting gameplay. It's not one of my favorite ones to start out with, but it does make going after enemies a lot safer. There's our Meridia. We have Mother Brain. One of the pirates. Connections to B and C. Oh, and to T. Meridia's a bit of a hub. There's gravity for ColdSlayer. Really getting really acquainted with this busy region. Oh, and Norfair. Dang. Meridia, the center of the universe. Gravity for Haley. Nicely done. Which you do tend to see early in these seeds. This is medium normal for settings. There's Bomb. In Precious. Speed Booster. My favorite item in the game. By a country mile. I love Speed Booster. Smartly switching to a gravity jump. This is Haley trying to get up Precious. Locking in those items on ColdSlayer's side. Let's see, by West Ocean. Speed Booster has been acquired. Shout out to Braithorn, who will be racing later today. And our lovely orb. Up top of Aqueduct. No need to snail clip. And we're in Norfair on ColdSlayer's side. Haley getting their orb as well. And sliding into my favorite music in the game. One of my favorite tracks of any OST ever. Where's the lower Norfair March? Might be a march. I really don't know music that well. Makes me feel like marching. Save for Haley. Very proficient in making sure that they save at important points of the game. I see charge coming up for ColdSlayer. Fantastic item to see early. Guy missile's not empty this go round. Nice energy tank for ColdSlayer. With no Varia, it's nice to see. So many ways to try and get up crab hole. Gravity jump, it's a good way to do it. As long as the crabs don't bite you too much. They hit pretty hard. I think I could do 60 with a single suit. And high jump for their efforts. Tick down here. Hopefully I don't forget. Ooh, you've got croc action up in here. With charge, that puts that into logic. And picking up their charge as well. Easily taken care of by ColdSlayer. Or some PBs. Now we've got all our ammo. Sweet. Or croc. If the audio needs any adjusting, just let me know. I'll do my best. Another one bites the dust. Not a lot of health on Haley here. I'd get those drops first, eh? Just shy of grabbing the E-Tank. My timing's a little bit finicky to grab these things up at Sky Missiles. Getting the spark, no problem though. ColdSlayer taking a revert. All right, picking up that Norfair map. Not of a lot to go by. GT with a couple of X's, and we've got one objective. As far as I know, both Pit Pirates and Metal Pirates are 3 tiles, so I'm not sure which is which. Just have a door on both ends, as far as I know. Plasma. Nothing wrong with plasma. Challenging doing the jump double down. There's a few different ways you can get up there. Do the bombs for sure. Plasma. Powerful beam this early on. Oh, thank you. Got Pit Pirates getting taken care of for ColdSlayer. So that's our Norfair Pirates. I'm going to foray into criteria here for Haley. Map is 1.5 miles away. More missiles and fire flames. Okay.
I heard there was loud demand for bird comms.
Absolutely. There is always a big demand for bird comms.
I am back,
Welcome back.
after the family
Welcome back.
emergency. Thank you.
Hope everything's okay.
Yeah, just had to run the child to urgent care because her stomach hurt, and then it stopped hurting, so I don't know what kind of game she's playing, but...
Been there many times. Hopefully that's the end of it.
Yeah, we'll see. So what I missed? I see we're in game 3 now.
We are. Got space jump for Haley. Yeah, they've been collecting items. We rolled and wound up with pirates as our last objective for the game. And it's been a bit of a collection fest so far. ColdSlayer did get pit pirates, which were down in Norfair, and I believe we have metal pirates in Meridia, but I don't think anyone's gotten to them yet. So a bit of divergence as Haley has gone up into Criteria to see what's going on here, and she gets rewarded with Spazer.
Phaser beam!
Mm-hmm. Gotta love it.
But Plasma's better, gotta say.
I mean, they're both very important. They can both be very important, okay? Yeah, ColdSlayer, I think, got that in the pits of Norfair, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. So they both started somewhere in the middle of the map and just went 2 different directions?
Haley had dipped into Norfair, but left and went to Criteria. And ColdSlayer has just really dug into, I think, doing most of what Norfair had to offer. And now he's back to Meridia. Probably going to head to Criteria. Not sure. Right, Meridia has connections to, everywhere. It's very much a hub. Looks like Cold.
Very nice.
Slayer is gonna, no, not heading to Brinstar, my bad.
This is a random check, I guess. I guess it just went the wrong direction. Here's Crate Pirates for heccinhayley.
Sweet.
So it looks like our runners pretty much have everything that they need to finish the seed other than a Mother Brain solution. I mean, charged Spazer or charged Plasma, sure, you can fight Mother Brain with just that and nothing else. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, can be a long fight. They each got charged pretty early.
Looks like Criteria's empty except for 2 more majors.
That's it, just the Kraid pirates in Criteria.
We could use Varia suit, it looks like. So one of those majors could be Varia. Varia suit, very important, no pun intended, for the metal pirates and for Mother Brain.
For sure.
I wonder if it's faster to missile down mini Kraid versus just using a spacer beam.
For sure. And he gives you supers, so really you can just super him once and grab those supers right back.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. For game 2, ice made the big difference for Haley. Nice. Yeah, I was thinking that was going to make a big difference for Haley. Oh, there's Spring Ball. No luxury for Haley. We're just skipping right over it. Ice Beam. Nice Ice Beam. Okay, we are grabbing Spring Ball. She wants the luxury. All right, we do have to be careful in this maze, though, with just gravity. These crabs do a lot of damage.
Yeah, 60 every hit.
Meanwhile, ColdSlayer's about to grab the missiles and then another item here in Criteria. Wow, he got up to Criteria really fast from Norfair. Save early, save often, Haley. Gotta love it.
Is the criteria progress locked in for Haley?
I just want to quickly mention again that this is the lower bracket. We're in game 3, so this is going to come tight to who's going to get eliminated from the tournament. This might be their last race, so they got to give it everything they got to stay in the tournament. Go follow ColdSlayer. Go follow heccinhayley. Go follow Nito. Go follow MacVanish. Go follow Slam. Don't go follow me. I've been talking to friends about wanting to get back into Celeste speedrunning, so I might start streaming again.
You should. Sinus streams are fantastic. You've always got, I love the ambiance of the birds.
Everyone loves bird ambiance. We got a couple of majors here in Torian. A couple of bosses, but no objectives. All right, here's Kraid Pirates for ColdSlayer. That's the second objective down. All right, is this Major Varia? Nope, it's Wave. So that's full KPDR beam. Is that what it's called, KPDR beam? Or is it like a different acronym?
What Haley's got is PRKD beam. Just minus the plasma.
Yep.
Because in PRKD, plasma is just so far out of the way, it's not worth the time it takes to go get it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying we need the alphabetical category.
Yeah, absolutely. I know a couple of runners who have done every boss order. Tillamorph, a well-known Rando player, has done every category, and Jake Mockler, another fantastic runner, has also done every category. I'd like to try for it myself, but I just don't see me sticking to it long enough to get them all done.
Dude, our reverse boss order by itself is not fun.
It is rough. I have done. I like DPRK because it has some elements of RBO without getting completely insane off the rails with our hack runs, and doing Ridley right out the gate, which is a bit like you got to be a little bit insane for that. But yeah, DPRK has a little bit of that. You do have to be good at your suitless Meridia for North Korea percent too, as you go into Meridia first thing. Ouch, crap, no.
And then don't even ask Kaizenson about 98%.
Oh, I love 98%. Yeah, Kai just I think got a PB the other day in Ice Beam and reverting X-ray just like that.
Rip X-ray.
It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, when your objectives are not bosses, it makes sense not to go for microwave, and that was a long way to go. So trying to walk back that X-ray does not seem worth it.
True. Yeah, max percent suitless. I am a fan ever since seeing it at the last relay that was put on. That was quite the showcase.
So it looks like Meridia has Metal Pirates, if I'm looking at that room correctly.
Yes, that should be Metal Pirates. So I think we're just missing one. I think we're missing our Plasma Pirates. I haven't seen them yet.
We definitely have everything we need to do the Plasma Pirates. We got a little bit of high five here in Botwini Tank. If I were Haley, I would absolutely go to Metal Pirates right now. And I guess that depends on how you feel about leaving Metal Pirates for when you're going to be cleaning up and doing Mother Brain here. Because Mother Brain's right here, too.
Yeah, Mother Brain's in Meridia. Connections to everywhere is in Meridia. Metal Pirates is in Meridia. It is a hub. Torian has some of the other bosses.
Yeah, we just saw Torian from Haley.
Not a lot going on. Yeah, RBO Ridley is really interesting too, Cup. The great thing about RBO actually is that you can kind of set it however you want. You can go around the entire world and just grab so many things before going to Ridley and make it, quite a bit easier. Or you can make it extremely difficult and do like a Zenny world record style run. I think we picked up a wave for ColdSlayer.
So if chat has not been paying attention to who's been eliminated so far, we have Antonio Fornes and Descriptor so far that have been eliminated from the tournament. So this will be our third elimination here today. And it seems like a lot of these have gone to a game 3, which I am very happy with. All right, Haley's going to turn around, not going to feel comfy about doing that lava room without Varia. I can respect it. That room can be kind of tricky if you're not used to doing it with low life.
Oh, I think you missed the ending for... Were you there when heccinhayley was literally on the ship, like on where you put Samus, but the timer ran out? Like 0, 0,
No,
0.
I missed it. I
That was
missed
the end
it.
of race 2. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
So did she die and have to reset, or was it
Yeah.
literally 0-0 and oh wow?
No, she had to reset. She ended up winning, obviously, but
Right, right.
it was I've never seen it be like that close, literally on it, and it run out.
Mm-hmm. Just didn't hit the down button on the right frame.
And that's it. I could have sworn I saw Samus face forward, but I think that was just my brain seeing what it expects to see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's Fantoon. So is Haley going to fight Fantoon for the map? Definitely refilling on life here, so I'm thinking that she is going to go for the Fantoon kill.
All right.
To answer chat, Lemonster, the way that a tie works is if both players get to the ship at the same time, we actually go back with the stream and recount when they started, their first input, the very first frame, and then we count every single frame to when they get to the ship. It's called a frame count. And whoever's got less frames wins. We've had to do it once this tournament. It could happen again. Yeah, it's basically, I mean, it's possible to get a tie if both players finish on the exact same frame and start on the exact same frame. That's possible, but it's very, very, very unlikely. Nice Fantoon fight.
Wonderful see plasma pirates.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see him here in Brinstar. That would be huge information for Haley. Yep, there's Plasma Pirates and Ship. Wow. So Ship and is right next to Meridia. So we now have Ship and Mother Brain information. We have all 4 objective information. Haley just needs to get the Metal Pirates, I think, which is right next to Mother Brain. Oh, and she's missing another pirate.
Yeah, the pit pirates and Norfair.
Yeah, so
unless she got them, I didn't see.
Well, we got Plasma Pirates right here next to Ship. I don't know if there's a Norfair connector here in Brinstar. I didn't see one. All right, this should be a really fast Plasma Pirates. We have Screw Attack, so we can just Screw Attack into all the pirates. Oh, that one jumped away. Nicely done. May as well grab the missile while we're here. So yeah, that's Plasma Pirates nice and done for Haley. We're tied up on objectives now. Yeah, so looks like we have to hoof it back to Meridia or go up to Wreck Ship. Has Haley explored Wreck Ship already? All right. ColdSlayer
so.
is at Fantoon. All right, so this could be bad news for Haley if she decides to go to Wreck Ship then, if she hasn't been there already. Because we know that the objective that she needs is not there.
Yeah, I don't think she's been to Wreck Ship yet. So if she does go, that may be a bit of a waste.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I can imagine would be Varia.
Yeah, I mean, 2 more E-Tanks, maybe 3 more E-Tanks to take care of Mother Brain or find Varia is kind of what needs to be on our runners' minds right now.
Absolutely.
That was another fast Fantoon fight by ColdSlayer. Gonna get the map information, find Plasma Pirates, and then go to Metal Pirates probably. Probably look for an E-Tank on the way to Mother Brain. So I think this is Cole's race to lose.
Yeah, I think from a progression standpoint, that would be the case.
And yes, Haley did go to Wreck Ship, so this is probably just going to seal Cold's lead a little bit better. Unless Cold needs to find Varia for the Metal Pirates and Mother Brain, then it's still a close race. Here's Kraid.
And a lot of bosses in here.
That reminds me of that one seed where it was a mini boss objective, but we had to fight all the bosses anyways to fight all the mini bosses.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, there goes Kraid. ColdSlayer taking care of the Plasma Pirates.
Yeah, ColdSlayer in a very good position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to really depend on if he needs Varia or not.
Waste of time.
Yep, Wreck Ship is empty. All right, back to Meridia for heccinhayley as ColdSlayer's also heading back to Meridia, slightly ahead of her, with an objective down in front of her, too.
Not a lot of ammunition for either of our racers, really. But charge is nice with the combos they have.
Yeah, we got full beam combo, and then the special certain boss order beam combo.
Yeah.
Phaser versus Plasma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is kind of interesting. So Haley's slightly ahead of Cold now through the pre-ice room. because Cold took a save, but still, Cold still has a objective on Haley. Haley just needs to find the right location to go. Looks like she's going to the other side of Wreck Ship. Ugh. Ugh. Bleh. Or maybe this is just the right way to Meridia. I don't know. We found Grappling Beam.
Yay.
Not the very suit you're looking for.
No.
Cold's about to get the Grappling Beam as well. Take a revert. I like it.
Yep. Save some time.
Oh, power bombs right above the save. So do you think Cold's going to go for another E-Tank? He technically has exactly enough to do a suitless Mother Brain.
Tough call. That is tight if you take any hits.
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about on your way to Mother Brain.
Another tank.
Yep, that's
Buffer
the
tank.
refill in the extra tank. Yep. All right, so the only thing that I could see that could slow down ColdSlayer here is a farm room not being close by Mother Brain, but there is an ammo room right below Mother Brain, so there is also a save room right there, but that's Spore Spawn locked. So energy might be the only thing that ColdSlayer needs to worry about doing the Metal Pirates. Because the Metal Pirates will drain your energy.
Yeah. And he only has 5 supers, or 4 right now.
Haley's already down in
I guess he's got
Norfair, so...
plasma. Take care of them pretty quick. Alright, Metal Pirates. One down.
Nice
Super refill.
Yep. That's
Nicely
it.
done.
That's all 4 objectives. Oh, and there's a farm right here. Okay. Yeah, this is nice, because all you have to do is farm, go hit the save point when you fill up, farm on your way out, go to Mother Brain. Oh, he's not even saving. He's going a different direction. Why are you going to Spore Spawn? This is not mini boss seed. Okay, maybe Mac Vanish yelled at him. But we want to see the content, Mac Vanish. Is it the only way out? Why couldn't you go the same way we came in? Am I missing something? Well, we get a bonus Spospo fight. Required Spospo if chat's right.
Yeah, Haley's not far from the pirates down in Norfair.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's pit pirates. All right, so even if Haley could catch up, she's still down 2 E-tanks at least. I would want at least 3 more for Haley. Nope, you need to get rid of the wave beam to take down Spore Spawn. You need to get rid of the wave beam. It won't work. Yeah, it's still not... Oh, there we go. I guess there's a certain spot you can fire from to get it. There's Plasma Beam for Haley.
And KPDR beam engaged.
Oh, it was jail that was in front of Metal Pirates. That's why.
Yeah, the area would be huge for Haley, but I don't know where it is. It's the only one we haven't seen, right?
Yeah, I don't think we've seen Varia yet.
Pit pirates for Haley.
That's all 4 objectives. Oh no, I'm sorry. She's missing Metal Pirates.
Right, should be on her way there pronto. Picks up a reserve. Still at 5 tanks for Haley.
Mm-hmm. ColdSlayer's getting farmed up and saved for Mother Brain. Should be an easy Zeb skip to then take down the Brain with 35. There's also enough runway here to do a speed Zeb skip. But gonna go for the ice Zeb skip.
Okay, they just stay crouched until they get hit. I never thought of doing that. But it works.
I guess it's faster to reset to the save point if you're not feeling good about the Zeb skip.
Yeah, probably thinking about the Rinka hits, maybe. Yeah, take 10, but still.
There we go. Zeb skip complete. All right, all ColdSlayer needs to do is survive the Mother Brain fight. Chat, get your escape guesses in.
Chip is in Bren.
So it's only 1 zone away. I'm going to go 145. Correct. I haven't seen a lot of the map. I'm going to go 145.
I'm sure my guess will be correct. You see, he'll see. Great control of the charged shots from ColdSlayer.
Yep.
Flying through
only
the
at 86 energy left. 46 energy.
Dicey.
I think that's it. I think he wins. Yep, that's Mother Brain 2 down.
Yep, time for the escape.
$150 bullet catcher. You get the metaphorical cookie.
Scarpe deal. Nailed it, bullet. Haley taking out these pirates with plasma.
Yep, still gonna need some E-tanks to fight Mother Brain, but it may not matter because Cold's on the escape. Haley's also trying to do the full beam combo, spore spawn strat. I'm telling you, just take off wave and it makes it easy. Yep, there we go. Wave is off.
And ColdSlayer coming in for the finish.
That's a
Gets it
54-34
done.
for ColdSlayer.
GG ColdSlayer. Game 3 takes it.
Yep, and heccinhayley has forfeited from the race. Let's pull in all of our racers and mentors into the chat. Bear with us just a moment. All right, we're slowly getting everyone in here. heccinhayley and Nito are in first, followed by Mac Vanish and ColdSlayer. How's everyone doing?
GG's, ColdSlayer.
GG's. Those were, I will say, they're fun. I don't know how close you were to that last seed, though.
We just did the last objective.
Oh, you just, okay. Did
Actually,
you have
still need
Varia?
a tag.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
still
didn't
need
get
a
Varia
tag.
either.
Yeah, we did not get Varia, which I think is that last major there in Bryn.
In Bryn?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't see that. I missed
No,
that. I was
or
wreck ship
Meridia.
and skipped it.
Meridia, sorry.
Oh, Meridia.
Meridia.
Yeah, we assumed it was wreck ship because we went everywhere else.
No, we did wreck ship. It wasn't up there either. So there's that one really awfully placed major in Meridia that you have to go down through the Bryn main shaft, through Leodox, through Volcano, and just
Yeah, I see it on the map.
It's terrible.
It doesn't look like where Varia would be. That's the thing.
I mean, yes,
Exactly.
it does. It does. With a lot of heat, it's just a lot of tanks, I guess.
Yeah, we only had 4+1 at this point, so we were forced to, like, I guess we just didn't find enough tanks along the way or go out of our way for any of them.
Because
Mhm.
I
Yeah, I
wonder
did-
then about your route. Did you guys do Brinstar early then?
No, we checked Norfair when we didn't have a lot of energy and didn't feel like we could do much there, so then we did Criteria and then Torian and then went back to Brinstar.
We actually
we
kind
went
of
Norfair
greedily.
first.
Yeah, we greedily did Norfair.
And pit rims there, so it's like, okay, we have to, don't revert this, to keep it and then go back around.
Yeah. I think Worst Room and GT kind of scared us away. Like, we didn't see...
Yeah, you could eventually go around.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I want to ask about game 2. Did you guys, for the Ridley fight, did you have plasma at that point? And I guess Ice 2
No.
probably? Oh,
No, we didn't.
So you killed him with wave spacer charge?
Yeah, it took 2
Yeah.
tries for us.
Oh,
Just
same
two
for
tries
us.
too. We were wondering if like it made the difference if you picked up plasma next to Mother Brain.
No, we picked up plasma right at the end when we needed to refill.
Where the time difference was then, because we basically were the same route. That's why I was on Mother Brain when you finished.
How much ammo did you actually have for Ridley though?
That's
How
true.
many
I had
supers?
10 supers, I think.
We
I think we
had
20.
20, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that
20
is a
helps.
big difference.
20 and 1,000,000 missiles.
Yeah, we had 45 missiles and 10 supers.
I think we had 70 or 75 missiles.
Oh yeah,
that's a lot.
we also had to refill for Mother Brain, and by
Yeah, we were on our
Sorry.
way. We were going to refill, and then we found plasma, and then stopped refilling.
Yeah.
And then just went for Mother Brain.
yeah, we needed at least to be able to do Zeps and Mother Brain tank. We barely didn't have enough. We needed like
Mhm.
one more super pack. We could have done the whole thing in one go.
I almost actually beat Ridley, but then I died at the end, so I had to retry him the second time. And that fight took another 3 minutes to fight him the second time.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
same.
Ridley dead on the first attempt, but then died trying to get grabbed.
Yeah, Cold also almost died on that one. I saw he when he refilled his reserves, didn't put it on auto, and I was just like sweating. It's like one more tail swipe, and I'm just telling him to just pause.
I think I jumped with Spring Bomb. Like I'm not risking another lunge like that.
Hmm.
I think game 1. Oh, it's been a while. That was Chozo.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, Mother Brain was in
Kind of
Brinstar.
central
Bowling.
location.
Yeah, Bowling was at top of Wreck Ship, then into Criteria was GT. I was wondering what was the time difference for that one. I don't know how far you guys were for that. Like Meridia has BT.
I don't even
Oh
remember
yeah,
because we were.
we just got Meridia map and saw BT there, so we still had to do that objective before Mother Brain.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was your last one then.
Yeah, because we kind of left the zone where Bowling was, because ColdSlayer was very adamant saying, no, Bowling's in Brinstar, we need to go down this other
My
entrance. And I was
bad,
like,
my bad.
I thought it was like we leave Criteria, we go up to collect Bowling, and then we drop down. But he was so adamant about it, because I was going over like the escape route in my head, so I was like, okay, maybe I'm misremembering a little bit. And then we leave, and I was like, it was definitely above a zone transition Bowling, so hold on.
Yeah, because we're like,
hit
we're
that
gonna get
pause.
GT, then do Bowling. So we're like, where's Bowling? I thought it was like right after GT we were gonna do it. I have to scroll a little bit up. Oh, there it is. It's above the Criteria exit.
That was a bit about the biggest time loss we had that seat. I think everything before that we just played, just played it perfectly.
Mhm.
This last seat, Cold was actually stressing out of his mind with Mother Brain. I
That's
was just
the
like,
first
chill,
time I've ever
chill, you're
done that
ahead, you're
Varia.
ahead, you're
I'm like,
winning.
it's full beam.
You're
I don't have
ahead.
Varia, but I've never done this, so I just gotta hope not to get hit.
I was trying to, because he was like stressing, like, how far are they? Are they maybe ahead? I was like, you're winning, relax. I was trying so hard to like make him not stress out, because I think that Norfair play, the fact that we on our first pass managed to grab Plasma and Pit Pirates and just leave it, never have to return for it, was big. It also gave us extra tanks, so we didn't have to. Which kind of like I was the whole seat. I was kind of asking like, how much do we really want Varia? Are you okay with just going for Mother Brain suitless?
Yeah, it's true. You asked that earlier to me, like midway through the seed. I'm like, okay, I guess we'll get energy tanks then on the way.
Yep.
Yeah, we weren't even really thinking E-tanks too much. We were just like, this next major has to be Varia. This next one has to be Varia. And
Yeah.
it was
we've
not.
even gone grapple.
Same.
Yeah, we
was
checked grapple. We checked that one major at the bottom of Torian, and it was X-ray, so we reverted that.
Oh, we kept it for at least for Fantoon, just in case Dragon or Botsoon are in the way. Because we had Plasma at that point, so it was kind of fine for us to keep.
Yeah, we didn't have
Yep.
Plasma yet, so it just didn't make sense for us.
Yep.
But we had a decent pivot revert out of there.
I was actually hoping we could skip Fantoon. Like, what if the last stuff's in Criteria and Torian? I think Torian only had Crate Pirates. Just gonna go.
Mini Crate.
Oh,
was in
Criteria had
Criteria.
something.
Yeah, it was
Everything
Mini
had
Crate.
like one objective in each of the other zones, basically, besides Wreck Ship.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Brinstar has ship, so you kind of do want to know that it's there.
Brinstar had ship and Plasma Pirates, I believe. Metal
Yeah,
Pirates was
Wreck-
Meridia, Pit Pirates was Norfair, Criteria had Mini Crate. Yeah,
What was
every
Torian? I
zone.
think Torian was
except-
just majors then, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Turian just had, what was that? I think
Wave
it was
beam and-
X-ray and wave beam.
Yeah. Which we kept X-rays like, well, we haven't done Fantoon yet. Might as well just go X-ray and then.
And Wave was just nice to keep, so we don't have to think about gates. Also, just nice damage upgrade.
Mhm.
I think at that point we were just collecting just to make sure that we were set to go, and no reason to really revert it. It was nice to keep.
Mhm.
Also, mostly the fact also we picked up an E-tank along the way. I was actually telling Cole, like, we just got microwave really right there with X-ray. we could just microwave Dragon for that extra tank right there. And I think that might have actually been
Yeah.
faster than what we did after we got map, after we did Fantoon, saw that there was no majors really around. Or just we might have just been able to indeed skip Fantoon, because then we would have had the ammo, the health to finish, so we could have skipped that whole run back to Brinstar. But that's hindsight, I guess.
Yeah, that's a tough call to make in the middle of that.
Yeah, a lot of tough calls, I thought, in this third seed.
Mm-hmm. Not that
That's-
straightforward as the other medium seeds usually are, where it just front loads you everything as just, alright, hustle to your objectives.
That's what's kind of throwing me off with like Norfair, and it was such a big loop, and you have worst room in the game. And I think we had screw attack and gravity, not a whole lot of energy. So I was like, well,
Yeah, I think we only had one tank at that point.
And we had two, and we got the reserve in pit room.
Yeah. Yeah, we just didn't feel comfortable doing it, so that made the difference there for game 3 for sure.
That's what I thought.
yeah, there's a lot more heat rooms than I was kind of expecting for a medium seed.
Yeah, what actually, like that route to Varia looks kind of rough, so it still expects you to collect 1 million tanks to do that, considering the medium leniency. And at that point,
Yeah.
you might as well just send it for Mother Brain, because the save's right there.
Yeah, you're not
So
wrong.
yeah, that was a lot of fun, chat. That was a lot of fun, players.
It was.
We have so much happening right now. We have 2 games happening at the same time. So let me talk about those, and let me talk about the standings and how everyone's moving on. So ColdSlayer, you get to move on and face Fernap in lower bracket round 2. heccinhayley, you get to take a vacation. Thank you so much for joining the tournament.
Yay.
Thank you so much for doing these runs and being a good sport. I really appreciate it. And you really came out here in the last game and forced to game 3. So I'm super proud of you. Yeah, I'm just super proud of all the players that are running in this. So
Yeah, really good tournament. I'm so happy that I chose to take part of it, and shout outs to all my mentors and Nito especially. I learned so much. So now I get to learn more and do the hard trickies.
there you go. All right, so we have Cup Holder versus Darth Josh, Custom versus Empath, and they're both a best of 3, and they're both medium upper bracket. So this is their first game to see who's going to move on to the lower bracket and who's going to stay in the upper bracket. So definitely check both of those games out on SpeedGaming 3 and SpeedGaming 4. We'll be seeing you next mission.
Bye-bye!
Bye bye.